Medicine journals. Today I want to share briefly about one of the roughest but also most important ceremonies that I had, and it was when I proposed to my now wife. We got engaged in the medicine temple where we host the shaman that we work with hosts the plant medicine ceremonies, and I proposed to her there because we literally helped build it up with our own hands. We carried stones and stirred concrete, and yeah, we were dug holes for the foundations. And it was there that a lot of our relationship nonsense came to the light, and we dealt with a lot of it. And we fell deep in love with each other. Also, it was ayahuasca what allowed us to really see beyond our nonsense and forgive each other in difficult moments, but also understand the role that we played in the conflict that we were having in relationships. We believe that if it wasn't for plant medicine, we probably wouldn't be together. Plant medicine allowed us to heal the ways in which we were closed to love and romance. So it felt suitable to propose in that place. Now, after the whole engagement situation, I walked up to the altar. We were in a private family ceremony, and I drank very little, and very little because the shaman just gave me almost like a spoon, and I thought of asking him for some more, but I figured, you know what, maybe today is just a day to relax, to enjoy, to celebrate that I am an engaged man. Anyways, I drank the medicine and I said my intention. I thought, you know what, I have just proposed. I would love for you, ayahuasca plant medicine, to teach me, show me what it's like, what it means to be a good husband, to be a good partner. In my mind, I imagine it's gonna show me this is what love feels like, this is what compassion feels like, this is what being nice and kind is about. So I was expecting sunshine and rainbows. I'll get to the point. So I drank the medicine, I sat down, and I thought this is gonna be a light journey. Or light. It was really intense and really overwhelming, and I started feeling very nauseous and very sick. And then I felt the energy of the medicine within me, and she said, all right, you wanna be a good husband, then the number one thing you need to understand is integrity. And I asked, what do you mean by integrity? What's integrity? She said, integrity means that everything is whole, that your energy is your energy and not a mix of a lot of different things or a lot of different people. Integrity means that things work the way they're supposed to, that nothing is broken. If you're a car, integrity means that you're in a good condition and it can move at fast speeds without too much friction or without breaking apart. And I thought, all right, I think I'm in integrity. And then he said, not really. And it showed me one by one each moment in my relationship where I had lied, down to tiny little lies, like, hey love, we're leaving at 11 a.m. to this place. And it was 11:05 and I wasn't ready. To like very subtle things and also bigger ones. So like, you're out of integrity here, you're out of integrity there. And he was confronting me with all my nonsense and saying, if you want to have a beautiful marriage, you cannot lie. You have to be honest. First with yourself and also with her. And I was vomiting all these moments where I had been dishonest. And when I finished, when I felt I'm clean from those, it said, all right, also there's a lot of leftovers from your past lovers in you. You still have energy from a lot of the women that you were physically intimate with. And I started seeing more or less every single girlfriend or woman that I had sex with since I was 14 years old. And it showed me in a very subtle way how there was in my system the memory of that person. In the yogic tradition, we call this runanubandha, which is the exchange of memory that happens when you hold hands, even when you hug, especially when you have sex, when somebody cooks for you, we pick up a lot of energy or a lot of memory from the spaces and people around us. And I got to see this firsthand and see where it was in my body. Then I spent the next probably hour, 2 hours, vomiting, quite literally, every single one of my previous lovers. It was like I was becoming a virgin again, in a way. But I was letting that go because the medicine said, as long as you have a lot of women within your system, quite literally, your mind is going to waver and you're going to be thinking about your ex and this other girl, and maybe there's not going to be integrity and commitment and stability of your attention and love and devotion for your wife. Now, once that was done, I thought, okay, that's it. I'm a free man. And he said, not so much. And it started getting more and more intense. And I'm sitting, like, imagine like if it was a place like this, I sat down and I'm placing my hands on the earth, and I start to feel like I'm gonna lose it, like I'm about to die, and I feel like sick and nauseous, and like my energies are leaving my body, and I was sure that I was gonna die, and I started to feel really anxious because my family is in the temple. I just proposed. My loved ones are there, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna die here, and I got anxious and overwhelmed. Started to reject the experience, like, oh my God, no, 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 what I'm gonna do. Then at one point, I took a deep breath and said, you know what? So be it. If I die today, I die in peace, because the last 2 years of my life, the last 3 years, I lived with integrity. I did my best to make up for all the nonsense that I created before, but also to be an agent of change, of healing, of harmony in the world. I fell in love, and I learned to love in a better way than before. I was able to gather my family and invite them to come and drink ayahuasca with me. We were celebrating that moment, and I thought, you know what, if I die today, well, it sucks because things were getting quite beautiful, but I am ready. I can go in peace. And then mentally, I was seeing like this ocean of energy, which felt like death, or like the returning to oneness, and I threw myself into it. Like, all right, that's it, I'm ready to die. And as soon as I jumped into the abyss, it disappeared. And then I felt the energy of Mother Ayahuasca saying, all right, you are ready to be a husband. Because only when you are welcoming death in every moment, which means that you are at peace with what you have done, you don't feel that you could have done more, you have shown up with all your heart, with all your love. Only when you can live your life in a way that any day, no matter when you die, you will do it joyfully and willingly, only then you will be the kind of person, the kind of man that will create and support a beautiful marriage. So I understood that to be a good partner means that I must live with the utmost intensity, love, commitment, devotion every single day, and show up in this way, and not think that I have the whole life to make things up with her if we're arguing, or that being a good husband can wait, or that I can just dismiss her because I have work to do. No, no, no. Always thinking, all right, is this the highest action that I can do? Is this in the highest integrity? Am I at peace if I die today with how I showed up? And the answer is no, then it means I need to change something. So it was my experience. Ayahuasca has helped me so much in my relationship. I will not be married, let alone with such a beautiful woman in every way, if it wasn't because of plant medicine. It allowed me to really let go of the walls and fears that I had around intimacy, and also learn what love was, first of all, because it was not what I thought. I thought it was pleasure, and it happens to be a lot more than that. So if you're in a relationship, or you want to be in one, and things have not worked out in the past, and you are considering to work with plant medicine, I highly recommend it in a safe setting. And if not, if your curiosity is stemming from a different place, you're anyways invited. You can find the links below. Please like and subscribe. You can come and drink medicine with us in Colombia. There's a list with the upcoming retreat dates, together with a preparation and integration course for those of you that maybe are attending somewhere else but still would like me to be part of your journey. All right, take care, and we'll chat soon.